Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy AI Betting Blueprint, aka Mr. Totals, ready to get started with my MLB plays for April 8th. Now I will break down the data-driven statistics for my 4 favorite prop plays for the MLB today. My sharp money model along with Outlier Pro gives me data-driven analytics on player props, sides, totals, and money lines, bringing you the edge you need to profit long term. Now, if you haven't done it, please like and subscribe to the channel. If you like the content I bring you daily, subscribe. If we get 5 new subscribers and 5 comments, I will drop the first 5 people who comment, like, and subscribe to the channel access to my VIP group for a week, where you get straight plays, totals, money lines, bets that are carefully researched and help you fatten your bankroll. Now, if you're telling my picks and you haven't done it by now, go to, if you're telling my picks and you haven't done it by now, BETUS. You're leaving with bet. If you're telling my picks and you haven't done it by now, you're leaving money on the table. BETUS is giving you 225% sign-up bonus, up to $3,625 in bonus cash on your first deposit. So sign up with my link, and it'll be at the bottom of my description inside the YouTube video that you see right here. So like, comment, and subscribe, and click the link and get that free money. It'll help you fatten up your bankroll. So that way, if you go through a losing streak or we don't win, you definitely got, or variance kicks in, you definitely have money to play with. Now let's get into it. My first pick of the day is going to be Brian Wu over 5.5 strikeouts. I guarantee you this line will be at 6 or 6.5 before it goes off tomorrow morning. Now, Brian has hit this mark in his last 5 times, 100% of the time, averaging 8.8 strikeouts per game in those 5 games, which is 3 strikeouts nearly over the total that they're asking us for him to hit today. In his last 10 games, he's hit this mark 9 out of 10 times, averaging 7.7 strikeouts. So he's clearly can hit this mark. And head-to-head against the Texas Rangers, he's 100%, 3 out of 3, dating back to last year. So Brian Wu is definitely an easy play for us today. I think he gets these strikeouts within the first 4 innings, and we can sit back and relax. I mean, he's got 15 strikeouts swinging. He's 13.7 strikeouts looking, 8 strikeouts in the batters he's faced. He's faced about 23.7 batters, as you can see right here with Outlier. Now, let's look at his statistics. He's averaging 27.1 Ks, which is 86th percentile, and he's averaging 9.5 Ks per 9. Doesn't really walk people. Has a solid ERA, a solid FIP. He actually has a solid Sierra and XFIP, which is a lot better telling than ERA. And then if we go down and look real fast, he throws fastballs at a 47.3% clip. Well, you see he's going to strike out Jake Berger for once. And look at all the red we got here. Yeah, we got some green over here, but I don't expect him to do much damage. On his sinker, he throws that 25.6% of the time. That's all green. This is beautiful. I mean, this is what you want to see when you have a strikeout pitcher on the mound. All green, hardly no red. And then if we go to sliders, he's got some red there, so he better not be throwing those sliders. But I think it's a solid play. Brian Wu over 5.5 strikeouts. That's my first play. My second play of the day is going to be Sean Burke under 15.5 outs. Now you see he's hit this mark 10 out of 10 his last 10 times, which is 100%, averaging 13 outs in those 10 games. And if you look at his last 5 games, he's hit it 100% of the time, only averaging about 11.6 outs. So he's clearly under this mark. I know he's had a pretty solid year this year, but I expect some regression. This is not a top-notch pitcher, and I don't expect him to get the outs today. I mean, head to head, he doesn't have uh, any games against Baltimore. Baltimore's a slumping offense. They haven't really got it together right now. Let's go down and look. Baltimore's it's batting against right-hand pitching. Look at Baltimore. Last year, they were in the red, 25th ranked, 20th. This year, in the last 30, they're ranked 11th and 14th in average and on-base percentage. And if we look at Sean Burke's stats, they look pretty good. I mean, 20% strikeouts, which is below the league average, a 1.53 whip, and a 5.45 FIP, which is pretty telling right here. So, again, I think he's going to go way under this mark. Let's look at some pitching here. He throws a fastball 42.8% of the time. And we look here, he's got some red and he's got some green. So it's a little mixture there. Kind of like my nip hustle on the side over here. A little red, little green. And on his curveball, let's see what he's throwing. He's all red on his curveball. So definitely don't want him throwing curves. Looks like he might get lit up a little bit. On the sliders, it's a little bit of red and green. So looks like we got a pretty solid play here. I mean, he's 9.6 strikes swinging, 13.3 strikes looking, which is not that good. Definitely see him going under these 15 and a half outs. And in his last 20 games, he's hit this mark 75% of the time, averaging 14.2. What we really need is for Baltimore to be up in the game so he doesn't have to continue to keep throwing. You know, when I notice when we take outs, the team that the pitcher's going against, if they're up or if the pitcher is averaging about 18 to 20 pitches per game or pitches per inning, then by the fourth inning, he's got 75, 80 pitches, and they're not going to want to take a guy back out there in the fifth or later when they got 90 pitches. So that's what I think is going to kind of be this situation, this game where we have a lot of pitches. So Sean Burke under 15 and a half outs is my second pick. And let's go over to Chalkboard. Chalkboard is where I'm making all these plays today. And right now you can get a 100% match and a free square if you use promo code BUCK, right? So get that extra $100. Put 100 in, they match it 100. You get a free square. Now we're looking good for whatever game you're taking, and you have a little extra money for your pros. So make sure you take these plays on Chalkboard, use code BUCK, and get your free 100% match, your free play, free pick. Now let's go back to my next pick, which is Christian Walker over 1.5 bases. This dude has been on fire, just hit a home run. I believe it was yesterday. And the day before that, he was on fire. If you look, he's 4 out of his last 5 games. He's hit this 1.5 base mark. Average, it's about 80% clip. If we look at his last 10 games, all green, baby, no red. He's hit this mark 80% of the time. 8 out of 10 times he's hit it, which is 80% of the time. He's averaging 2.8 bases in those 10 games. And if we look head to head, he's hit this mark 63% of the time, 5 out of 8, even though this is dating back to last year. But if you look right here, he's gotten 2 hits against Colorado. Then he had 4 hits or 4 bases against Colorado. So, and he's playing in core. So all he has to do is connect on a double, triple, or a home run, and we easily cover that. And he just bashed a home run, I think it was last night. So, and in 26, he's hitting this mark 70% of the time, 9 out of his last 12. This is a good play here. I don't really have to go into too many more stats, but if you want to take a look, I mean, Mike Lorenzo's not a great pitcher, doesn't strike out people at a high rate. So guys are putting balls in play. This is from overall. I've been watching baseball for a long, long time, and Mike Lorenzo has his spots, but I don't expect him to have his spot tomorrow. Not against a potent Arizona team, or Houston team that's in Coors Field. So we're looking at Christian Walker over 1.5 total bases. Lock that in because I think he's going to hit that with ease. My next play is going to be CJ Abrams. I love this left-handed swinging guy with power, and he's fast. He's just got to get a hit. He just got to dip one over the second baseman, line one through the right side, or bash a home run. If you notice, in his last 10 games, He's hit this mark 9 out of 10 times, averaging 1.2 hits in those 10 games. That's a 90% clip. And in his last 5 games, he's hit it 100% of the time. And he's gotten a hit against Seattle yesterday. He got 2 hits, and the day before he got a hit. So I think we keep this rolling, especially against Mike McGreevy, who's just a basic pitcher. Even though he pitches decent against left-handers, you see here batting average 318 and BAP, balls in play, is 331. I just believe that CJ is going to get a hit, and he should be leading off. So it's going to give us at least 4 at-bats to get just a hit. And if you notice, against the team that he's facing, he's 100% of the time he's hit this mark, averaging almost 2 hits per game. So I believe this is going to be an easy one. Nothing's ever easy and nothing's never guaranteed, but I believe this is an easy path for him to get 1 hit tomorrow. So CJ Abrams over a half a hit, which is 1 hit. And my last play is a bonus play. I went to this guy yesterday, Xavier Edwards, batting 400, puts the balls in play. He didn't get a hit yesterday, so we're going right back at him for him to get a hit, run, or RBI. 1.5 hits, runs, or RBIs. He's hit this mark 8 out of his last 10 times, averaging 2.8 hits, runs, and RBIs in his last 10 games. And in his last 5 games, he's hit the mark 60% of the time, 3 out of 5 times, averaging 3 hits, runs, and RBIs in those 5 games. And so far in 2026, he's hit this mark 9 out of 11 times, averaging 2.73 hits, runs, and RBIs. And against this pitcher, Slinger, he's decent. I mean, he's got some decent numbers. I mean, we look here, his slider, Edwards is barely striking out, 8.7%. He's got a 3.45 WOBA, way over the league average. Let's see, he's barely striking out on the slider, but his WOBA's not as high. And then if we look here, he's got an 18% rate versus his fastball, which he only throws 10.5% of the time, but he's still got a decent WOBA, 3.17. So batting, or 317. So those are my picks. We're going to recap real fast. We got Brian Wu over 5.5 strikeouts.